Welcome. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. O'Don here in the Tri-State Show Traffic Center. I'll get that out there. It's like a mouthful every time I say it, but it is good to say. And we welcome you to the Big Friday broadcast. Happy Friday again, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. It's actually quite busy on the roads, especially Long Island and Connecticut. We have a couple of big issues there involving some tractor trailers, unfortunately. So it's going to be a bit of a tough ride for our friends out on the island as well as in Southwest. Bonk. It's Friday. Southwestern Connecticut. I will get that right. So thanks a lot for joining us. A little programming note again. We are going towards about 8:40 this morning. I have to set up for the New Jersey morning show. I hope everyone is following us over to NJ on air and joining myself, Kara, Christina, and Mike Favetta in the Weather Center. Actually, Monica Guy and Lisa Marie Falbo filling in for both Kara and Christina, who were off this week, doing a very, very nice job. Again, you can find them on YouTube as well as on Facebook and also on the website, njonair.com. That's where we're streaming that program at the top of the hour. I get some programming notes here. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and also on Twitch this morning. So very good morning. Go ahead and leave a comment if you can. We're trying to bump the numbers up here. And I think we may be getting close to getting in that algorithm, because yesterday's live broadcast was about 8 to 10, fairly decent numbers for the size of the channel. And then on the replay, I saw a lot of views as well. So hopefully we're getting to that point where we're gonna kind of get in that center lane. We're kind of just in the bit of the right lane, the slow lane at this point. But now we're gonna move over to the center lane. Maybe go a little bit faster. We're getting some more subscribers and some more views. That'll be amazing. And again, tell all your friends to please like and subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right. So with all of that said, we are, as always, sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. I'm sure Ralph will be very, 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 very busy because the weather looks pretty good. And speaking of the weather, our meteorologist in training, Mr. Jon Rocco, has so graciously provided me the forecast. So I am stepping in for Johnny in the Weather Center. So I did talk to John. And again, if you weren't with us yesterday on the show, his brother has a show that they're doing, so he's helping out behind the scenes. So there, I believe the production is this weekend. So we'll have to see if John can give us more details on a Monday. So we will hopefully have Johnny back live with us in the Weather Center. All right. So with that said, let's get to some of the issues here this morning, and we will first start you off. I wanted to start out on Long Island because that is the bigger of the two issues, at least in my mind, for right now. So we head to the LIE. It's an overturned tractor trailer. Only the HOV lane is open here this morning. That's at Searingtown Road and exit 36. Now, I definitely know that there are cameras in that area. So let's go to that location. We'll check this out in real time if the computer will allow me to do so. Let's just see what we've got here this morning. Let's get in. Let's really get close here. It just depends on whether or not the camera is going to be in service. And let's run the video. Videotape, as Warren Wolf used to say. So there it is. There's the flipped over tractor trailer in that those three right lanes. So again, just the HOV lane. Don't worry about getting in the HOV lane. The cops aren't going to give you a hard time about doing it because that's where you have to go to negotiate around this. So it's right at exit 36. It's a little tough to see whether this flatbed. Here I see the wheels here. It's a little tough to see with that stanchion that is in the way, but hopefully the driver got out and there was no other vehicles involved. But there is a pretty hefty debris spill as well as an accident investigation that is still ongoing. Let me show you the Northern State camera here at that's at Shelter Rock. Fine. Maybe they just Shelter Rock or Searingtown? That's at Shelter Rock. I want Searingtown. Well, we know where that is. Maybe this camera's got a better view of it. No. So just coming around the corner there is the situation. The situation. Go here over by New Hyde Park, where you can see that eastbound side is an absolute bacchanal of traffic this morning, just absolutely hammered coming through this area. Let's go to the maps here this morning, and we'll check this out in time. So it's going to be right in here. The eastbound side is backed up. We're just about at the Cross Island now. People are coming out of Queens and the Grand Central as word gets out about the situation on the LIE at 36. They're opting for the Grand Central Northern State combination here at Lakeville Road, so that's why that is a little bit heavy, although somebody's saying that there may be a crash there. Let's go to the cameras. Let's kind of widen this up just a little bit and show you some of the cameras. So yeah, there's definitely something going on to the northern. This is out at the Grand Central, because that is really heavy. Now, again, as word gets out, I'm not going to lie to you, other media being radio, you can't outrun the radio, right? So as that gets out, a lot of our folks are jumping onto the eastbound northern, and they could be coming down off the eastbound LIE on the Cross Island going south. Certainly, that is certainly a viable option for some. And again, it is probably a good half an hour or more wait on that eastbound side of the LIE. So if you can come over to the northern state, has a little bit more give for us here this morning. Let's go to Connecticut now. Let's update you on this situation. This is in Bridgeport. This was going to be actually in Fairfield. Tractor trailer fire, southbound 2322, right lane is shut. Let's go to the cameras. Let's see if we pick up anything here. I have a feeling it's in that no camera zone. No, I got the wrong map. Wrong slide. So let's do this. It's going to be page, what is it? And again, it's much lighter here on a Friday in the essentially almost the middle of July. We're almost up to the All-Star break. Can you believe the Yankees have won 60 games already? Beat the Red Sox last night 6-5 in Fenway. Let's see. That's what I thought. There's a couple cameras. No. I think this is part of it as well, or unless that's another situation. But let's see. I think they say 23-22. So this is a 24. Let's just show you how far the backup goes. We're back through 27. Are we at 28? We're back to 28. So 28 to 23 is going to be the issue. I think it's closer to 22 is actually where the fire. Yeah, by 22. That's what you saw there on that one camera. What was left of that? Let's just jump across the sound, shall we? So 7:14 is your time. Going to get to that forecast in just about 1 minute's time. So it's right in here. Again, what this is doing is making for a much easier ride through Westport, Norwalk, and Darien. Some light congestion in the Stamford areas. We had south out through about exit 7. The Merritt Parkway, obviously picking up some more alternate volume here out of Trumbull into Fairfield because of the problems here on 95. So, certainly if that didn't happen, we would be almost completely in the green this morning. So, again, you can see how much lighter than what a normal day would be. There's very, very little red except for the city and just a couple other hot spots out obviously on Long Island itself. So 7:15 is our time, friends. Let's stick to the schedule. Again, we're cutting things short just a little bit, and we will do that in a moment. Alexandra, good morning. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday, my friend. Are you heading to the shore? I think this weekend we'll provide you with a halfway decent weekend. Our 7-day weather forecast is coming up in about a half an hour, but I think maybe I'll give you a slight preview of what is to come for the weekend. All right. So this is from our friend meteorologist in training, Mr. Jon Rocco. We thank Johnny for the forecast here this morning. So, we're looking at partly sunny skies here early on a Friday morning. And we'll go partly sunny. He says mainly cloudy. We're going to go partly sunny, right? Be positive, right? And we'll take a look at our temperature gradients across the area. It's definitely a little bit cooler this morning. I've got 67 degrees here in the in the traffic center, I should say. So we're a good 7-8 degrees cooler than we were yesterday. You can actually feel it. It's not really terrible out there. So into the mid to upper 60s here through New Jersey, 66 in Lakewood and 68 in Camden. Same thing here into the city. Uniform temperatures between 68 and 70 degrees in the 7 o'clock hour. Out to the island, 68, 66, 65 in Shirley. Over to the Hudson Valley now. 66 in Monroe, 66 in Patterson, and 68 in Yonkers. Southwestern Connecticut, nice crisp start to the drive in Torrington at 64. Probably almost feels a little September-ish, a little September feel, kind of good stuff there. A little earth, wind, and fire September. Let's take a look at today's forecast. Mainly cloudy, a spotty sprinkle is certainly possible. Temperature is going to kind of all over the map here. 77 with the sea breeze, shore breeze down in Cape May, 78 in Islip, and then 83 to 85 as you move inland, getting closer to the Trenton, Cherry Hill area. It starts to really cook up just a bit. So, again, quite a bit of a variation in temperatures. I imagine the East End as well is going to be kind of a little bit of a cooler spot. Again, today, the potential is there for just a spot shower. Then after that, mainly south tomorrow with some showers. And then the rest of the weekend, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So far, so good as far as our weather threats. We'll have a check of your 7-day weather forecast coming up in less than 30 minutes. Alexandra says, going to the Shore House tomorrow. Very good. Well, with that forecast, I think you probably want to leave early, but I think the shore drill by now, so you really know when it is the best time to leave. So yes, enjoy. It looks like the weekend is setting up in great shape. Again, you may catch a shower heading to depending on the timing of it. So you may want to check out Johnny's Twitter page and Facebook page at Jon Rocco WX, and just take a gander there for just a moment. We are sponsored by, again, the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is Ralph's phone number. Some of the best handmade, homemade ice cream anywhere to be found. Here are some of the ice cream in the dipping case, the cotton candy. Again, a huge, popular core staple ice cream for him. And again, he has those core three, the chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. He's got vanilla and chocolate super crunch. Just outstanding. You can tell the homemadiness of the, I don't even know if that's a word, of the ice cream. Cookie Monster, M&M Explosion, coffee ice cream, absolutely delicious stuff. And he's doing his Christmas in July promotion. And let me show you some of that as well very quickly. This is on Ralph's Facebook page, so definitely give him a follow there at Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery.com or Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery on the website. Let me just take off the overlay. So there is his Facebook page. Let's go to the photos and let's just see here. Yes, it's this one here. He had one here with the Christmas in July with the actual ice cream. Whoops, let's see. Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, there we go. So this is from last year's picture, but it's the same thing. Peppermint bark, hot cocoa, as well as eggnog, chip, and gingerbread. So the gingerbread is one of my favorites. And just absolutely delicious stuff. Great way to think about cooler temperatures, right? So when it's, 86 degrees out, and maybe Ralph will do that in the fall, do summer in October, right? Bring coconut and pumpkin. I don't think so, because the fall flavors are, he has cinnamon crumb apple cider donut, that's really good. That is a really good flavor for Ralph. And So definitely head over to Cranford, New Jersey, historic Cranford, New Jersey, 908-272-3000, located at 22 North Avenue West. That's Route 28 in your GPS, right across from the New Jersey Transit train station. We thank Ralph for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so let's go jump back into New Jersey now. We will take a look at a situation here. Let's see. First, the George Washington Bridge, lower level underneath the apartments has a crash, so watch for that. Fuel spill east on 78 over by Pattenberg Road, at 11. I think there's a camera there. Definitely know there is a camera. So we'll see if it's in operation. See what we get. There it is. Okay, let's do this. Oh, finally the air conditioner kicked on. That's eastbound. I believe that is just before exit 11. Let's take a look. See. Roads. Going. Who needs roads? Yeah, it's just before exit 11. So we're well back through the the rest area. Yeah, it's not really a rest area. It's exit 7 for Bloomsbury. Right down the border of Warren and Hunterdon County. So again, you've got to be careful coming out of Greenwich Township, Powhatan, as well as Alpha and Phillipsburg, Lopatcong. You got to be real careful there this morning getting off of Route 22. You may want to stay with 173. And again, just be careful. It's only a single lane coming through that area, but this is a good probably 20 minutes worth of a backup, as you do see it from our cameras. Did I lose the camera? I don't think I did. There it is. So that's this tractor trailer crash, leaving only the left lane open. So let me just see when that incident was posted. Let's go back here to the incident list. Come on. As of 7:04, but it may have been out there even earlier than that, and a fuel spill. So that, it's probably going to be a prolonged cleanup. There's also a down pole here on Route 30, both ways west of the Parkway in Galloway. All lanes are open there, so that shouldn't really cause too much of a headache for our drivers. Let's go to the Hudson River crossing, since we know we have that crash on the lower roadway, the George. Let's see what the deal is here. We will go 23 for the upper as people are bailing out from the lower, about 10 to 15 at the lower, about 10 at the Lincoln and 10 at the Holland. So again, you're in holiday mode here, or vacation mode. It's no longer holidays. We have nothing until Labor Day, I should say. Again, we're on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitch this morning, doing something a little different, so we can get some viewers there. Please dial us up here, throw up a comment if you can. This is going to be NJ Transit. It's going to be on or close to schedule. We will take a look at Path this morning, and so far so good. Okay, Newark World Trade again. Newark World Trade resuming normal service. Crews have resolved the earlier train with a door problem at Harrison. Okay, so that is potentially a few minutes worth of a delay. We'll check out the subways before we get to the city roads. We have some delays on the F train. Northbound F is delayed while we request NYPD assistance with a person being disruptive at Delancey Street and Essex Street. So let's take a look at Metro North. Metro North is on or close. And we've got some delays on the Montauk branch this morning. Let's see, 5:39 from Montauk to Long Island City, 8:44 operating 10 minutes late. That's a long ride. It's 30+ hours late through Southampton. So what's another 10 minutes amongst friends on a 3.5-hour train ride, right? So transit is looking good. Let's go to the New York City incident page. Let's take a deeper dive here. We'll see if anything is cooking. Again, this is that lower accident on the George, southbound on the and Wyke at College Point Boulevard. I think that's coming like off of the Whitestone Expressway, but let's take a look. Here. It is. It's just before the LIE, Long Island Expressway. So that's really backing things all the way back to the Whitestone Bridge. So let's go to the cameras and see if we can pick up anything both for that lower roadway crash at the George. And there goes the dogs in the background. Got new neighbors that just moved in downstairs into my one side. Got this big dog, and this thing is just oof. It's just lighting it up. And you can't see anything that's really from the upper roadway. Let's just see here. No. Here. No. 181. That's not going to do any good. Okay. So we do not have eyes on that. But we want to. Oh, no. Play nice. It's in here. We want to check this out in real time. Then like a College Point. Okay, so where are we now? I'm assuming this is heading south. This is all under construction. Wow. Wait, this seems like you're just building everywhere, right? I see the heavy traffic, but I do not see the actual collision. So that's southbound there. Heavy, as we know. Maybe it's closer to here. That's the LIE College Point. That's the LIE Memorial. I don't see the actual crash. What's that? Road. There's definitely something going on there. That's heading south. So maybe that's the issue. That may be the issue there at College Point, or actually just before it at Northern Boulevard. Yeah, I got a feeling that's the crash there. So that would would make sense. This is Northern Boulevard right here, and that camera is located just about in here. So yeah, that's where I am going with the crash, is just before Northern Boulevard. So that's what you are looking at here, heading southbound this morning. So maps come off the Facebook page. Yes, so that is backed up all the way to the Whitestone Bridge now. So if you're watching us in the Bronx and you're trying to come back into Queens, go for the Throgsner Bridge. It's going to be the much easier ride. All right, so we go west in the Cross Bronx, heavy both ways here at Jerome Avenue. Looks like we may have a crash there. That's something new. So let's go back to the Bronx, shall we? Up into here. Whoa. Go there. Let's go east. Oh, okay. Yeah, there it. It's right here underneath this overpass for Jerome Avenue, going west. There's something going on, unless it was this truck here. Let's just see. Something involving this truck, and there's a couple. Oh, it must be right on the other side of the sign, because I see some people standing on the shoulder. Yeah, there's two vehicles here that are behind the overhead sign. So that's going west this morning. So we are really just banged up all the way back to the area of White Plains Road. So you want to stay with the southbound Bruckner. Again, the VMS signs are up through the interchange. That's why you're starting to see the Bruckner starting to load up. The Deegan were fine until you get out to Willis Avenue. Yeah, there is a crash there west of the Cross Bronx at Jerome to the outbound George Washington Bridge. And again, you know you're in a Friday mode in the summertime when you see the FDR Drive going south of the RFK is just a little bit tied up, but that's it. Everything else is looking good. Even the Midtown Tunnel is moving along pretty nicely. Maybe 5 to 10 here at the Ed Koch, south on the BQE from Queens Boulevard over the Kosciuszko Bridge. Couldn't have built the Kosciuszko Bridge any bigger, right? There's just always traffic. And the inbound Gowanus coming up into the Prospect, I think something may have happened earlier because this for Friday in July should not be this heavy. getting back to Fort Hamilton Parkway there in Brooklyn, but it is today. Staten Island is good. The belt out by Flatbush Avenue is fine. The Van Wyck and Hillside Avenue is heavy again. This eastbound Grand Central is getting worse before it gets better. Again, as word gets out, I can't beat the radio, folks, unless you got me on in the car, which I hope you do, just the audio, not video. But this is getting worse before it gets better. I wouldn't be surprised we connect the dots through Kew Gardens, and this eastbound LI is, I would imagine, may start to creep back here. Probably just the Casino Boulevard, because then there's a lot of options here to go, Grand Central or Van Wyck down south, maybe to the Belt, and then come back up that way. That's a long way around, but it's certainly possible. All right, friends, 7:31 is our time this morning. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Down here, your traffic jockey in the traffic center behind the wheel, right? Good morning. Happy Friday once again, getting ready for the big weekend across the entire tri-state area. Thank you so much for watching us here. We are on YouTube, Facebook, as well as on Twitch this morning. So please go ahead and post up a comment. Johnny's forecast will be coming up in about less than 15 minutes or so. John is helping his brother with the stage production, behind the scenes work, so he's not going to be able to join us live here on broadcast, but I will also dutifully try to do my best to fill in here on a Friday morning. And this half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. We thank Darley Newman for proudly sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show, and you can find more information about Darley and her wonderful program called Travels with Darley at darley-newman.com. Also find her program. You can watch it on Wonder Motivation TV's Journey, Amazon Prime, as well as PBS Create. We thank Darley for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, let's go back to our maps here this morning, and we were just in the process of talking to you a little bit more in depth about the rest of Long Island. We certainly know the issues here on the eastbound LIE at Searingtown Road. Northern State going east here out by the Wantagh is a little bit slow. That's kind of interesting there, but nothing reported here this morning. The Wantagh Parkway and the Middlebrook Parkway looks good, 135. We are doing fine. East on the Southern State is really heavy back through about exit 819 Peninsula Boulevard, getting all the way out to the Wantagh, and I believe that is because of, drumroll please, potentially a rough road surface, because I know they've been resurfacing that section of the Southern State Parkway for quite some time, for the last couple of weeks. But it looks like that's completed here at 24. I think it's just some sun glare really starting to peek through those clouds. It's just one of those, kind of just hits you right in the eyes at the wrong spot, that eastbound side of the Southern State this morning. And we're sluggish from South Hempstead through Roosevelt on into North Merrick into North Belmore. Let's go back to the maps now. We'll take a look at the LIE through Suffolk, wide open. Again, when you're in a summertime Friday pattern there, when the LIE through 60 out through about 55 or so is great. Sunrise Highway is heavy here, out towards Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton. What else is new, friends? I mean, this is what the deal is for the morning ride. Let's go over to the Hudson Valley now. It is quiet. It is very, very quiet, and I hope I just didn't send everything for a tailspin. We go over to, the northbound Hutch is kind of crowded here. This is getting out towards Mill Road, North Ave. It's just a slow go there. New England Thruway is fine. So is New York State Thruway. The Tappan Zee Bridge is going to be clear. Palisades is fine. 202, the Thruway through beautiful Orange County is clear on 84 Route 6. Beacon Bridge, 84, west on 84 is a little sluggish here in the Brewster area, but that's about it. Even 684 is fine. Let's go back into New Jersey because I see a little bit of red here south on 208. Looks like we've got a crash there. Let's see if anything is confirmed from DOT. Widen this up just a little bit. Nothing confirmed there, but there's a crash on the eastern spur of the turnpike just before 16E and the toll gantry there. And again, speaking of gantries, the George Washington Bridge upper level is going cashless tolls on Sunday morning. Hopefully that will make things a little bit of an easier ride. I don't think it's going to get to the point of where you're just going to be zipping across the bridge, but it'll make things slightly easier. But it's really not the majority of it is not going to come until we actually take out the toll plazas themselves, and then it kind of makes things easier to not have to merge all over the place going through a toll plaza. But so yes, there is definitely something going on to 208 going south or by Morlow Avenue and Fairlawn Avenue. So be careful there. Coming out of Maple Avenue, that's why that's you are seeing a extremely heavy ride there through Hawthorne and into Fairlawn, where it should be completely empty. But 17 looks pretty good. 202, 23 is fine. 21 up into Route 20 is going to be a slow ride, onto the 46 merge there, where it all kind of comes together between Garfield and the southern sections of Patterson this morning. I mean, it's just, you wonder if they ever will fix that because it's always busy. West on Route 3, a little sluggish there, coming into Little Falls through the long-term construction. There's your eastern spur crash. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go to the turnpike cameras, shall we? Let's take a look here. This, where are we? 6. It's the service area. That camera's out. What else is new? That's at the plaza. The plaza, but 15X. This is 15E. The cameras are all out. Very interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, let's just go back to the maps now. So again, getting to the Lincoln Tunnel is going to cost you another 5-6 minutes or so. Mindful of that, but the Hudson River crossing is all under about 10 minutes now. Something's going on here at 19. I wonder if it's road work at the plaza. Huh. Interesting. So let's do this. We've seen this before. We've seen this before at interchange 13A, and let's just do this. It's just easier if I navigate through here. 19 US 19. Go down in here. Let's see here. Let's try this. Take a gander here. Just don't get why these cameras aren't working. Like, none of them work. Okay, so the express lanes are really slow. I don't think it's to North Avenue. No, that camera's out. It is definitely right in here to getting on to 81. Who knew that this was right? Like who knew this is 81, right? One of the shortest, I would imagine, state highways in the state, although I know where the shortest state highway is, Route 59 in Cranford. But again, some of this is probably, it looks like it's truck traffic getting into the port. Every now and then we see this, and it's just, I don't know if it's just the timing of the port traffic, and this is truck traffic getting in there, but really getting crowded now on 19. So if you're coming into it's just past the entrance to the airport, but I get a feeling if it's out there for another, half hour or so, you're going to see some problems as we make our way back towards, 22 and 78. So be careful here this morning, or if you have to come into Elizabeth, it's pretty busy, or you use this to get out to interchange 13A for the turnpike. It's going to be a solid ride. So that's my thinking, is because look at North Avenue here, really getting hit hard all the way. This is all the way out by IKEA. This is all the way getting into the port. I mean, it's probably just a long line of tractor trailers there. approaching that location. So again, be really mindful of that. Other than that, South Jersey Parkway, Turnpike 195 is good. AC Expressway is clear. We still have some delays in 55 at the 42 interchange, but really not a terrible ride at the Delaware River crossings here this morning. Again, 78 going east out by exit 11 is tied up with that fuel spill and tractor trailer crash as well. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave this on the map here for a minute, and I will be right back momentarily. Map on. I just want to give a little music, and I will be back in just a brief moment. All right. Welcome back to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Sorry about that. So we are back in the driver's seat here this morning. Had to make a quick pit stop. So we are on, where are we now? Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, 7:49 is our time. Let's get a look of the forecast again from meteorologist in training, Mr. Jon Rocco. And we'll kind of hit the numbers here this morning. So looking at mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies throughout the tri-state area. Let's head over to the temperature maps here. Holding strong in central Jersey at around 67, 68 degrees or so. Into the mid to upper 60s here in New Jersey to around 70 in Cape May, into the upper 60s to lower 70s here in the 5 boroughs. On over towards Long Island, same thing, mid to upper 60s is the operative temperature here on a Friday. Hudson Valley, about 66 in Middletown, 68 in Poughkeepsie, and 68 in Yonkers. Let's go to southwestern Connecticut now, where temps are a little cooler in Torrington, obviously in the northern suburbs up there towards Litchfield County, about 64, 65, and the upper 60s into Bridgeport and New Haven. Let's take a look at John's forecast for today. Mainly cloudy for the most part. You're probably going to see some breaks and peaks of sunshine through those clouds. Spotty sprinkle is certainly possible, but as you go, the further west you go, inland in New Jersey, cooking up to 85 in Trenton, 86 in Cherry Hill, lower 80s there in Freehold, 84 in Central Park, and the upper 70s with that shore sea breeze for our shore communities. Here's your weather threats. Again, Alexandra's heading to the shore tomorrow. Just be, mindful. Maybe keep an eye on Johnny's Twitter page as well as his Facebook page. Jon Rocco WX. Potentially a few showers, mainly to the south, but then after that, the rest of the weekend looks great. I'm hoping that the weather holds out for Monday, which it does look like. according to Johnny's 7-day weather forecast here this morning, to possibly go to a car show, maybe do some things there. So we shall see. Spotty sprinkle at 85 for today. Showers mainly to the south here on Saturday at 80, Sunday at 80, Monday at 86. We're starting to warm up to 93 on Tuesday. So, we're starting to get that those dog days of summer, right? Wednesday, another shower storm chance at 90, and then about 88 on a Thursday. And that's your exclusive 7-day weather forecast. And Johnny's, we'll have another check of weather less than about 30 minutes time. Let's talk about our sponsor, Darley Newman, and Travels with Darley. It's really the program that is our sponsor, along with Darley, because she's the host, proprietor, owner of Travels with Darley, and her great staff does a nice job with the show on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wondrum, Innovation TV's journey. You want to go to her website, darley-newman.com, for more information about the big broadcast there. Darley goes around the world showing you the most intriguing and most fun places to vacation. Does a lot of adventure type destinations. Does a lot of hiking and bicycle riding and horseback riding, I should say, rock climbing and canoeing and kayaking. Really the quintessential adventurer for a lot of her vacations, but also gives you a lot of history as well, and really gets a very local flavor. And that's what sets her show apart from all the others, is that she really dives deep into that local angle and really talks to locals who have lived in many places all their lives there, and certainly gives you that fresh perspective on whatever destination she is in. Now, I know she just tagged me in a post on Twitter, and that was for this program. Let me see if it's on her Instagram page as I talk to you here in a moment, about a live program she's doing from Santa Fe. Now, I don't know, it's not on her Instagram page. Let me see. I know it was on Twitter. Let's just see if I can bring that up. Gotta have the keyboard to work for the first thing. Let's see. Darley. And I think that was the photograph. It was. Let's just see here. Newman.com is the website, and it takes 6 months for the computer to show up. Here it is. So let's do this. I will share the page here momentarily. Let's bring this down. There we go. And there's Darley looking good in her cowboy boots. Cocktails and Cornbread Live from Santa Fe. Facebook.com, Travels with Darley. Join her live on the 12th, which is, what day is the 12th now? Tuesday? Yes, it's Tuesday. I had to think about that one. That is 8:30 Eastern, 6:30 Mountain Time, and details and RSVP. Let's click on the link. Let's see where that sends us. I'm not sure if this is a paid deal. Let's see. Take a look. RSVP here. Okay. So I guess it's going to be a live discussion, very much like her other virtual programs that she's done. That is very cool. If I'm around on Tuesday, I will definitely check that out. But there it is, Cocktails and Cornbread Live. That's a interesting little title for the program, live from Santa Fe. All right, so we'll try to get some more information from Darley on that, but I will leave that up on the list. Let's go back to our maps here this morning. Let's talk to you about a bunch of stuff happening here. You can't even catch a break on a Friday in the early parts of the summer. We'll go to eastbound 78. Again, that is really just jacked up into exit 11 for Pattenberg Road with that tractor trailer crash and a fuel spill. I'm going to show you the travel times here along 78 going east, which should take you half an hour. It takes double the time, almost 45 minutes more. So yes, please be careful there. And again, that stretch is about 28, 29, 30 miles or so. It's going to take you half an hour from Pennsylvania, from the 78 toll bridge all the way to 287. It's going to run you another 45 minutes. So at least a 45-minute backup on eastbound 78 this morning. Let's go to Connecticut now. We're just hitting the highlights here. We're coming up to the top of the hour because I'm going to show you some of the weather reporting stations as well. So south on 95, our crash has now been cleared out by 22 in Fairfield. We still have delays, though, 29 to 22. And then on the Merritt, 5247. Again, that was really the alternate volume coming out from Trumbull into Bridgeport. That's why this should be in the green at this point. But everyone was just avoiding 95 into Fairfield because, again, the crash, everything is being reopened there at 22, but we're well back to the 8 and 25. And then just some light congestion here, south of 15 down to 11. Then our typical delays in Stamford will go 8 on over towards exit 6. Let's do this. Let's go to Long Island now. I have a feeling that crash and investigation is still there east on the LIE at Searingtown Road. That's exactly what it is. Only the HOV lane is getting by. So now we've got a couple of other things. We've got east on Sunrise Highway, a crash there at Hubbard's Lane in West Babylon, 3940. Left lane is shut there. Truck versus bridge. Always love that. East at 15. Let's go to the cameras. Long Island is just like exploding here this morning. So we're here at 15, 21, 22. Here, truck versus bridge, and that's exactly what it was. It's the reason why there are no trucks on parkways in New York. That's the result right there. Ripped part of the top off. Sure, that driver will probably get some sort of a nice little note from state police, the hefty fine as well. So again, the bridge will always win. Sounds like a title of a book. The bridge will always win, right? But this eastbound Southern is still pretty heavy from about 19 through about 25 or so. Let's go to that quickly over to the Sunrise Highway. So there's no cameras in that location. There are not. So we have to go back to Searingtown Road. Issues here this morning on the Long Island Expressway. LIE. I give you the LIE. So come on. This here is actually closer to Shelter Rock Road. That's where this flipped over a tractor trailer took place here at 36, between 35, 36. So let's run the video. There it is. So again, it's just the HOV lane is open. What a mess. I hope the driver got out of that one okay, but there's debris all over the LIE. So again, only the HOV lane is going to be in service. And we go to the maps. See how far back that delay gets. We're well back into Queens, back to the Clearview. This is well over an hour east on the LIE, and the Grand Central is now picking up traffic just as I said it was going to as we get into 8 o'clock back to the Kew Gardens interchange. So everything heading east out to the island right now, and even Northern Boulevard is starting to pick up some more traffic as word gets out about the situation out at Searingtown Road, Shelter Rock Road on the LIE with all lanes subject to closure. We'll put in that vernacular here this morning. All right, so 8 o'clock is our time. Welcome. Let's bring in the intro music. Good morning, everybody. Thanks a lot for dialing us up here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. I'm O'Donnell, your traffic jockey in the driver's seat for about the next 40 minutes or so. Again, we're going to end a little bit earlier here on Fridays because of the Jersey morning show, which kicks in high gear at 9 o'clock this morning. So I have to kind of reconnect and set up the servers there. But nonetheless, our time now is 8:01. We got 67 degrees here and clear skies here in Traffic Center in central New Jersey. We are on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitch. I apologize for kind of scanning the area, but yeah, so that's what we're on here this morning, and definitely post up a comment if you can. You know, we're definitely in that summertime Friday traffic pattern. That's what we are seeing around the area. So if it wasn't for these outstanding issues that we have in New Jersey as well as Long Island, it would be a really good commute. But that we do, unfortunately. So we will get back to the action as I talk to you about our sponsors. And again, we're going to do our combo sponsorship here with Darley and the Vanilla Bean Creamery. So we're sponsored this half hour, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery.com. Ralph over in Cranford, New Jersey has some of the best homemade ice cream anywhere to be found. Also travels to Darley, and darley-newman.com is the best place there to get some more information. Let's bring in the lower third now. Let's go back to our maps here this morning. And again, two top stories really is this LIE flipped over tractor trailer. This is again well over an hour plus east on the LIE. I do not think that there are travel times on the 511 website. Let's just see. Let's look at the message signs list and see if we find anything. Hiker info available. Nice. New stop sign ahead. I don't know how we can filter this here. Region. New York City area. See, these are good. Okay, so there's one on the Bronx River Parkway. So we've got Cross Bronx, just past Jerome Avenue. There's a crash there. Again, it doesn't tell me where that sign is located, though. What overpass or whereabouts that is. Starting Sunday, upper level. Yes, so tolling, as we told you. That's on the Hudson River Parkway. We are on the eastbound on the north on the BQE at the Kosciuszko Bridge, looking at road work. Back into Staten Island, the lower roadway, the Verrazano has road work. Okay, interesting. Minutes to the Brooklyn Bridge, 35. 40 minutes to the LIE via the inbound Gowanus, but I don't know where that sign is located. It's probably at 30. I don't know. I don't know whereabouts that would be. Let's do this by roadway now, because this could be here all night. Come on. LIE. Let's see what that says. Curious what they are saying. Interesting. Okay. All righty then. We will just get off. Just get off me. We'll break out of that because that is really, really bad here this morning. That is a stiff shot, as late Big Al would say. And there is your crash west on the Cross Bronx here out by Jerome. We've seen that situation there growing rapidly. Let's go back into New Jersey now. We've got south along 208, another crash still being reported. And I don't know why my friends at DOT do not have this here this morning. Let's just give that refresh for us. Incident page. Here, so the Parkway north at 140, one center lane is closed there. So let's take a look at the Parkway cameras. We know there is a camera there in the location of the Union Tower. But whether that is where said crash is, we will find out in about 10 seconds. See if that shows anything. And it does. There it is. It's right in here, going north. Yep. Just past exit 140 out by the Union Water Tower. So now that is screwing up the ride here this morning in this section of Union coming out of Kenilworth. So be careful getting to the airport if you have to catch a flight here shortly. Be very, very, very careful about your approach here because it's a really heavy ride into Route 22. Again, it's literally on that overpass. It's probably for just past Morris Avenue, or probably the overpass at Vauxhall Road is really, I don't think it's as far as Vauxhall, but maybe, but it's that long-term construction. So that's what, again, is really hampering the traffic there as well. So be careful there for anybody going north out of Kenilworth, Cranford, Clark, out of the Westfield area, Linden, just be mindful of that. Even in Union, trying to get onto the Parkway there at Route 22, off of Route 22 or off of Morris Ave, things are going to be a little bit, little dicey here this morning. All right, so let's go to the situation on 19 has cleared out fairly rapidly. Dare I say, well, again, all this port traffic is just absolutely getting drilled. I think maybe there's something was happening here on 81 just before the toll plaza at the Turnpike and Dowd Avenue out by Lookers. Yeah, it's definitely a tough ride for our friends there. But it's gotten better on 19 getting past the airport. So either there was an issue here or the port, dare I say, I think the port's open 24/7, but maybe not. Maybe at 8 o'clock or a little before that, that maybe there's an issue unloading or offloading or onloading or something or whatever. But every now and then you do see that. And sometimes it really messes up traffic, especially onto the Turnpike. Really gets hit pretty hard. All right, so 8:09 is the time. Let's kind of regroup here now because we're kind of like all over the map. We want to go back to the 78 issue here. Talk to you about this. Let's show you the cameras here this morning. Let's get you involved there. And so there is your fuel spill along with the just the left lane gets by. Barely squeaking by. So, anytime you're cleaning up diesel fuel with the saddlebags, it's, more of an extended environmental type issue because you got to, block off to see if any of the fuel ended up into the foliage. And again, there's a lot of 3 state troopers, fire truck, DOT vehicle, another vehicle here. So I believe that they were actually doing some sort of long-term construction as well through this stretch. I think they're doing rock blasting or whatever with the this rock formation over here. So here's some of these vehicles now departing the scene, and actually you're seeing this first here. Looks like that tractor trailer is going to be on the move here. So we may see this. Let's just hang with this in real time now until the camera resets. There's one trooper getting into his cruiser, his or her cruiser. Same thing here. And there goes the tractor trailer this morning. So all of this is that long-term construction. It has nothing to do with the tractor trailer. But let's just watch this again. This is eastbound 78 in Hunterdon County just before exit 11. We're in the final stages, I think, of this protracted cleanup for the last hour and a half or so. But we are well back to exit 7, so looking at least a 40 to 45-minute delay. Back to, Lopakong and Alpha, just in the outskirts of Phillipsburg. So we'll just stay with this here a minute and let's kind of watch this all play out on 78 East. Again, east of Bloomsbury in towards exit 11. Here comes another state trooper now. So I thought that they were leaving, but I guess not. And we'll refresh that camera for us. So now we have quite a crowd of emergency responders. The truck is now gone, so they may be looking to try to figure out how to clean some of this up, maybe. But I am uncertain of that. So we've got 4 state trooper vehicles on scene, fire truck, and it looks like a DOT safety crew there as well. Let's see what's going on. I'm assuming they're probably assessing the situation there. Let's just see here. That looks like they're going to be on scene for a little while longer. Let's just widen up this map again because I want to bring it back to the camera here. I thought there was one at 7, but I guess not. This is by 173, and I don't think that camera does work. You can see maybe a little bit of that sun glare working into the picture as well, but that's the ramp from 1 to 78 out by 173. Thought that there was another camera in there somewhere. Pattenberg Road, by Tunnel Road. Trying to Pattenberg, that's obvious there. So again, we're back to exit 7 here in Bloomsbury. So again, just give yourself at least another, I would say, just to be safe, another 45 plus minutes or so, if you can, this morning is going to be the operative deal there. We'll show you that. That is right in here. If you're watching us in Powhatan or Phillipsburg or Alpha, Lopakong out at the Key City Diner, or even into Pennsylvania this morning, if you can get off at 173 is going to be a little bit easier ride. But now we're seeing a ton of traffic, alternate volume here out by the rest area there. And then 173 kind of just parallels 78 as you continue here through Jugtown Mountain. And it looks like a lot of our friends are trying to get back on to 78 here. This is by Patrick's Auto Repair. Say hello to Pat. Frontage Road getting back onto 78. So I think that is the game plan for quite a number of our friends here in this section of Hunterdon County. So it's been a tough morning, but the truck is gone. But we will see if how long that does stay out there. Jonathan, good morning to you. Thanks, pal, for sending well wishes for the weekend. Yes, hi. Enjoy the weekend yourself. Looks like the weather is going to be cooperative here this morning. And what a perfect segue, John, that you've gone from the mess on 78 to our forecast here provided by our meteorologist in training, Mr. Jon Rocco. We thank Johnny for... There he is, Jon Rocco, president of the Rutgers Weather Watchers Club. All right, so today we're starting things off, kind of partly cloudy out there throughout the area. Temps are now creeping up in towards the 70-degree mark here in New Jersey. In Trenton at 70, Lakewood 70, Atlantic City at 71, 5 boroughs also in towards the lower 70s, out towards the island. Again, you kind of uniform temperatures across the board into the lower 70, 70, 71, up towards the Hudson Valley, about, 68 to 71 in Poughkeepsie and Patterson and southwestern Connecticut. A little cooler in the northern suburbs, clocking in at about 68 and 66, respectively, in Hartford and Torrington. So today's forecast, partly to mainly cloudy here. The potential is out there for a spotty sprinkle. Temps are going to be into the lower 80s in Freehold, 77 in Cape May, Western Jersey, coming in at 85, 86. So the further west you go, that starts to get a little bit warmer out to the Delaware River. Have that shore sea breeze there, if you want to call it that. 78 in Islip and 79 in New Haven. And here's your potential weather threats. Again, potentially tomorrow, mainly south of our area, some possible rain showers. But after that, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is looking good. And we'll give you the 7-day weather forecast since we're kind of doing a shortened broadcast here. And this is 85 for today. Again, 80 for tomorrow with a potential for a shower south. But Sunday is a gym in 10 day at 80 degrees, a little warmer as we get into next week at 86 for Monday, 93 on Tuesday, 90 and a storm shower chance there for Wednesday, and 88. Another shot at some rain there. We definitely need the rain. You know, looking at some of the lawns, we are definitely, I think, I don't know if we're in a deficit or not, but let me ask Johnny if there's a way you can maybe put that into the forecast for next week. You know, just give us an idea of what the rain gauges are around the tri-state area. All right, so we are sponsored again by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com, located in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is Ralph's phone number, and definitely head on over there this weekend and get some of the great handmade, homemade ice cream, some of the best in the business and the best in the tri-state area. And again, 908-272-3000 is the phone number. We're also sponsored by Travels with Darley. You can find more information on Darley's program at darley-newman.com. Watch her on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonderum, and Ovation TV's Journey. And she goes around the world showing you the best places for your vacation destination. All right, so let's go back to our maps here this morning. Again, we're still checking out the situation on eastbound 78 now, out in the Bloomsbury, Bethlehem, Union Township areas. We are still dealing with this tractor-trailer crash and a fuel spill. Again, we saw the tractor-trailer pull away from the area. We also have a crash on the Parkway this morning. This is going to be in Union. It looks like all the travel lanes have just reopened here out by Morris Avenue and Route 22 by the Union Water Tower. Let's do this here, friends. Let's go to here, and you can, well, that is, whoa, they moved the camera. Okay, sorry about that. They jumped to me and refreshed because that crash is now cleared. See, again, we are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch this morning. Look at the Hudson River crossings. Beautiful. Under not even 5 to 8 minutes across the board. That is outstanding, as Dennis Collins says. That, you know what? I'm a big YouTube watcher. I watch a ton of YouTube, probably way more than I should, but there's so much good content on YouTube. So many awesome creators out there. And this gentleman named Dennis Collins called Coffee Walk with Dennis Collins. If you're into cars like I am, outstanding. That's his moniker. Outstanding. It's an outstanding YouTube channel to watch. Anybody who's a car enthusiast. I mean, he goes and finds these barn finds, these rare, you know, Mustangs and Camaros, and you know, and it's all about, you know, matching VINs and the VIN number if it had an R in it, or I mean, like really inside baseball stuff. But it's really fascinating, some of the stuff that he finds. And they go all around the country finding these amazing barn finds and what have you, you know, just really awesome stuff. So that's an Odon pick there if you're into vehicles, as well as Ammo NYC. That is the Larry Casella does the car detailing shop. I think he's in either Connecticut or Upper Westchester County in New York. And that's another fun one, too. Really find some really amazing vehicles, again, barn finds, and cleans them up. And you wouldn't even know that they were sitting in a barn for 27 years or something, you know. So, again, just a little, I muse on about whatever. So, a digression. So, anyway, our Hudson River crossings are going to be in good shape here this morning. So, that is... you know, little silver lining in what has been a bit of a messy ride for our friends out there in Western New Jersey on 78. Same thing on the westbound Cross Bronx is a ton of traffic there into Jerome Avenue with that crash still being cleared. And this eastbound LIE, once again, is getting worse here before it gets better. It is really bad on that eastbound LIE, and that is because of the situation of that flipped over a tractor trailer out by Searingtown Road. I think it's actually closer to between Shelter Rock and Searingtown Road. Let's just see here this morning. I think it's this camera right here. It's actually closer to Shelter Rock Road is what it comes down to. Show the video. Wow. That is a big time mess. Again, there's debris all there. The truck is still on its side. Now they're bringing the heavy apparatus here, the big guns, to get this back up onto its rightful position, which should be on the ground. You know, it's wow. Let's hope the driver got out of it. That's the only thing that matters, and that there was no other vehicle involved. You know, may take a protracted cleanup and a lot of waiting, but you know, you can replace all of this. Can't replace the driver, or if there, thankfully, hopefully, no one else wasn't involved in this collision. But yeah, wow, that is a big mess this morning. So let's kind of drill down. We'll show you kind of where this actually took place here this morning, and exit though. Is this the exit? I can't stand this. Google Maps is ridiculous that you can't. Trying to find exactly where. Right here at exit 36. That is going to be, you know, that puts you on the service road, and that's really for Searingtown Road, exit 36. 35 is for Shelter Rock. So again, also what we're seeing also is that service road is just getting absolutely drilled here as people are getting off at, what is this, 34? 35. That's again for Shelter Rock Road. So it is just an absolute disaster with a capital D through the eastern section of Queens. I mean, there is just no for anybody to go, you know, and look what here's the ripple effect, I should say, is south on the Cross Island is heavy back to the Throgsneck Bridge. Now honestly, the Clearview is starting to get into the action as well, because it's starting to back up traffic getting onto the eastbound LIE. This is well over probably an hour to 90 minutes there east on the expressway out to exit 36, because it's right at the ramp to exit 36 for Searingtown Road. You can see the Grand Central Northern State combination. That's probably well over an hour plus as well, heading eastbound. You know, I would imagine that 25A here, Northern Boulevard, is probably going to pick up some alternate volume in the long term. You know, there's just not many places to go. I mean, if you're on the Clearview, I think you would kind of take taking Hillside Avenue here would be the better ride back over to Jericho Turnpike to make your way into Nassau County. If you're in this section of Queens, and there's just not many places. There's really not a whole lot of places that you can go. It is just really a big mess. Same thing on the southern east of about exit 16. 17 or so, all the way out to the Meadowbrook, and then a heavy ride out to 135. You know, some of our friends may be looking to get out to, out to the east end of Long Island, early on a Friday, but then you've got those big issues there. South on the Whitestone Expressway is jammed off the Whitestone Bridge down through Northern Boulevard. I think that crash just cleared, it looked like, but still well over half an hour there. Yes, we're in Queens. Thank you very much. Come on. 8:25 now is our time. Let's see. Alexandra, let's see here. I forgot to mention that as a Cadillac enthusiast, I enjoy your car review. Thank you very much. Really appreciate the feedback. Awesome. Thank you. That was fun to do. I'm hoping to do more of those car reviews. And locally where I am, they're actually installing a whole bunch of new electric vehicle charging stations. So I'll maybe try to do something if I can get the reps for the company. I think it's going to be EV Go. I don't think they're Tesla superchargers because, crazy as it sounds, the markings on the well, the cabinets are in, but they haven't opened them up yet. But the concrete posts or whatever, so you don't back into the electric charging station, like literally back into the actual unit. They're painted blue with white, and those are EV Go colors. Teslas are all red. I don't think it's Electrify America. It could be, but we will see. I know EV Go is doing some interesting things with General Motors. I think they have a big partnership. I think GM is funding a lot of the EV Go installations, obviously for their new electric EV initiatives, that they're looking to make Cadillac all electric in the future. And they have obviously the new Cadillac Lyriq, which is it's being produced now, but you can't get one because they're all sold out for 2023. You have to be put on a waiting list for 2024. But again, the other caveat in that is that we have no idea how many units GM is going to make of the Cadillac Lyriq. So they could say they sold out, but maybe they're only making 5,000 of them. I don't know. I'm not sure. The one thing I am sure is probably a lot more units or a lot more vehicles will be made more than the Cadillac ELR. Mine is one of only a couple thousand that were ever made. So it has definitely got some rarity to it, which is something I really enjoy as well. But I'm hopefully going to do, maybe once that electric charging station opens up, we'll do a little video on that, and hopefully you're going to be able to do some more videos as well for car reviews and things like that. Again, it gets a little tough to do some of the reviews just because of the nature of not so much the car reviews themselves, because I can do that in a quiet location, but I'm thinking more of the car shows or whatever, because they play music, and the music on YouTube and Facebook is not a good combination. So I don't want to take a strike. Again, we're trying to keep this channel up and running with 0 strikes on it. But again, I try to find out from YouTube whether you're able to, if music is being played in a public space, if that is something that's allowable or what. I still have no idea. I don't think so, because there's a lot of YouTubers who do that stuff for a living. They walk around cities and stuff, and they come into stores where they have music. They got to play their own music in order to not get the strike. So I'm not sure, and I don't want to take a chance until I absolutely 100% find out, but we'll see what we can do. Just want to quickly show you some of the reporting stations here. Out on the island, lower 70s, spot on Johnny there. Trenton at 69 and a few clouds. Teterboro, some shallow fog at 71. Let's show you, again, these observations are about 30 minutes old. We go to Monticello at 66, 67 at Montgomery, Orange County, and Stewart at 66. Let's check out the East End. Let's see what that is doing here in Montauk. 70 degrees, 70 at Block Island. And then we go to South Jersey. We'll take a look at Atlantic City weather list. AC International coming in at 70 and overcast. So again, our temperatures are fairly uniform across the board. Mount Holly at 72, McGuire Air Force Base at 69, Wildwood, Cape May County Airport at 71, Dover, Delaware at 71, 72 at Georgetown, and Wilmington, Newcastle at 72, and Millville at 69. So again, we're pretty much uniform across the board with our temperature gradient. Yeah, friends, it's been just a tough ride for a Friday, but you know what? Hey, traffic is important 24/7 in this area, as evidence of what we've been doing for the last 44 episodes, and there are some media that don't think there should be an emphasis on traffic for some unknown reason, unbeknownst to myself, that they think that it's either bad for ratings or people don't want to have that, or you're just going to look at it on the phone and the app or whatever the case is. You know what? We could say the same thing with weather. You can go on your app and you can see that it's going to be sunny and 82 degrees, and it may rain in the afternoon. You can do that on your phone and the app. The phone is the biggest killer of all broadcast media, really, is the phone. You can get everything on the phone, but it's the context. It's the behind the scenes stuff, that the experience is where you're lacking in the app, as they put it so gracefully. I'll kind of leave it at that. Self into trouble. But it is that experience is where that comes into play. Raritan Valley line here, 832 out of Plainfield is canceled from earlier mechanical issues. Let's go over to the path system. We'll check this out now and see what we've got going on. Again, we had some issues here earlier. Oh, that was from yesterday, really. So that's on or close to schedule. Let's take a look at the MTA, shall we? We'll see what the vibe is here. Some reroutes on the 2, 3, and 5. Signal problems, express track near 50th Street. We go to the B and the D. Delays to remove the train that had its emergency brake cord pulled at 182, 183. Let's go to the rails now. Take a look at Metro North. Still have delays in the Montauk branch here. That one train is now operating 23 minutes late. Again, what's 23 minutes for your friends on that train that takes 3+ hours to get to Long Island City? So, again, it's a problem, yes, but again, if it was a 15-minute travel time and it takes double that, that's a different story. It's all about the context, right? Let's see what we got. Now this is really cooking up now. So back to New Jersey, 76 West, the left lane is shut in Gloucester City. Just at 295, water main break. Whoa, something popped off the list there. North Central Avenue, Coffers Lane in Fort Lee. Water main break in Central Avenue. Okay. Hello. Hey now. Back here. All right. So 8:33. I got to get running here momentarily, but again, southbound on 208 is still all screwed up here, getting out towards Morlow Avenue, Fairlawn Avenue, and I think there may have been an accident earlier, but it may be that midday road work setting up as well. Bridge there this morning. It definitely is. There's definitely something going on. This should be in the green. I mean, that goes well back to Maple Avenue or Goffle Road now. Okay. Yeah, it's going to run you about another 15 or 20 minutes. So that's not what we're expecting. And I just don't know why. My feeling is that there may be something going on to the shoulder. There's not really much of a shoulder there on 208. That's part of the problem. My thinking is that they may be setting up that midday road work. I'm going to keep an eye on that. The rest of North Jersey looks good on 80, 287, 78. Again, all except for this issue here out by exit, just before exit 11. This is running about 45 minutes to an hour east on 78. So that is really the hot spot there in Western Jersey. We go to Central Jersey on 287, the Turnpike Parkway. Everything down the shore is wide open. Through Toms River and through Atlantic City Expressway, we're clear. And again, 4255 is heavy because it's that crash right there at the what was just cleared. That's what popped off the list out by the Aljo curve. So that is now out of the way for us, but our delays should be easing out in the next 10 minutes or so. Let's go to the city now. Just our normal delays here on the BQE Gowanus combination. The biggest story is that eastbound LIE flipped over a tractor trailer, and subsequent investigation out by Searingtown Road exit 36 is right at the ramp for 36. This is well over probably well over an hour, we'll put it, to go from the Clearview east. Grand Central is now getting hit hard. I wouldn't be surprised we're back to Q here in about the next half hour. Same thing, that now the ripple effects is affecting the Cross Island. And as people are getting word of it, they're sticking with the Whitestone Bridge, coming south on the Whitestone Expressway back to the LIE. And then the Clearview is getting hit hard into the LIE and then again at the Grand Central. That's all residual traffic as well. West on the Cross Bronx, heavy out to Jerome Avenue. An accident just clear, but the Deegan both ways at the Alexander Hamilton is also going to be a slow ride. Let's head over towards Connecticut. We're still fairly busy here this morning. out of Bridgeport into Fairfield, but a crash has long been cleared out by 22. Trumbull, Fairfield, Westport, all just some light congestion there, then heavier from 15 down through about exit 6. The Hutch, as you go up in towards about North Avenue, is a bit heavy there. Then again through Weaver Street, but 287, Tappan Zee Bridge, we're moving fine. On over towards Rockland Orange, Dutchess, Upper Westchester, west on 84, a little heavy at 684, but nothing to really get terribly excited about. And then east on Sunrise Highway is heavy here out through the Hamptons. That's just what we see. And then the Southern State Parkway is really crowded now because, you know why? Because this is, now I'm starting to see this pattern erupting, is that people are taking the Cross Island going south here, and they're coming to the eastbound Southern to avoid the Northern and the LIE. This is all alternate volume in here from the situation on the LIE at Searingtown Road. So that is why you're so heavy here through Hempstead, getting back into Valley Stream, because this should be in the green. I mean, even with a little sun glare on a Friday in the beginnings of summer, shouldn't be tied up as much as it is there. So again, try to avoid that if you can. Let's I think we got to wrap up things here now, because it's 8:37. I want to run late for the morning show. Again, the morning show fires up here in about 23 minutes on NJ on air on the website, YouTube, and Facebook. So please take a look at that. I'll be updating on the situations on 78 as well as on 208. Go into a deeper dive there, and we get in towards the mid-morning hours. So I want to thank everybody for watching. And Anna, oh, hi. Buenos dias. Have a great weekend, everyone. Yes, you too, my friend. Enjoy the weekend. Again, it looks like the weather is going to be holding up fairly nicely. We'll show you that 7-day weather forecast. And again, look at that. Potentially a shower to the south on Saturday, but after that, golden suns, 80, 86, 93, starting to get really hot now into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. So we thank Jon Rocco for the forecast on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Can't believe it's already episode 44, right? It's amazing how time goes by extremely fast. I want to thank Travels with Darley and the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery for their support on the broadcast. Again, please like, subscribe the YouTube channel if you can here. Also, again, Darley's got this great program coming up. Cocktails and Cornbread Live from Santa Fe. That's next Tuesday at 8:30 on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/travels with Darley to RSVP and sign up. I'm assuming that's where we'll see the program is on Facebook. But again, she just tagged me in this post on Twitter just yesterday. So again, you can definitely take a look at her program. I think it's going to be very, very interesting. And I think I'm around on Tuesday, but we'll see. If I am, I definitely will be dialing in here today. So let's close out of some of these here. And I just want to show you the Tri-State Traffic Show YouTube channel. Please definitely like and subscribe if you can. And as Alexandra said, she really enjoyed the Cadillac first car review there. It's doing fairly well, the numbers here. So definitely, if you can, please like, subscribe the YouTube channel. Get the word out to as many people as you can. Email them, just email them the link or text them the link, and they can just subscribe. It doesn't cost anybody anything. It's free, but it helps out myself here in the traffic center. If you can, again, we're just trying to get head off and get running here. And again, I'm thinking, seeing some of the numbers here, that maybe we're starting to get into that center lane, the number 2 lane, if you want to call it that, on the highway, as we're starting to see the views picking up here, even on the replays of the live show. So that is some good news, and starting to see the numbers come up here on the Cadillac review. So anyway, YouTube, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us. And again, head over to NJ on air to continue watching us there this morning. And that begins at 9 o'clock. So with that said, I want to thank Alexandra, Jonathan, and Auntie Anna for joining us, and have a terrific weekend. And we'll see everybody on